In today's readings, we are reminded of the many talents that God gives to each one of us. God has entrusted us with numerous talents, or with a talent that we have to daily discern and work out in our earthly journey to fulfill the plans that He has willed for us from all eternity for our existence here on earth. Talents, when we think, is it the physical talent or the talent that the world terms as talent in a performance? Maybe they say he is talented in singing, talented in dancing, talented in drawing. He is talented in doing certain things. Yes, it appears that it seems to refer to the physical talent or the physical capability that each person has. But when we think of or ponder over the purpose of God and what Christ came to accomplish, we learn that talent need not only be physical talent, need not only be the talent to draw, talent to sing, talent to play. I guess it's not that only. It may be a little part of the talent that we are allowed, but the true talent is the talent of grace, the talent of sanctity that God has given in our hearts. God has given to us the talents to be a true child of God, to be responding to His grace daily in our lives, to be obeying Him, to be praying to Him, to be asking His favor, to be asking His help, to be asking His daily protection and assistance in our life. That is one of His talents. And He has given us His likeness and His spirit that we will help in creating the world. We will help in assisting the world to reach the definite purpose of God, to the praise and glory of God. That is, I think, that's the talent that is entrusted to each one of us. We have to know that God has given us talent to be charitable. God has given us talent to be kind. God has given us talents to be merciful. The only thing is we have to seek deep into our hearts, spend time with God to know that these are the hidden talents that we have not really made use. We might have buried deep down like the third servant who tried to bury it with excuses. So we should know, we should make use of our physical talents, but much more dig deep into our spiritual talents that God has given us. To be generous, to be kind, to be merciful, to be faithful to God, to ask God's help whenever and every time in our daily discourses and walk of life. That's the talent that God has entrusted to us. And our faithfulness will be rewarded by God if we know that we are just mere servants and we try to be faithful to every little gifts that God has given us, to reach out to others, to be merciful, to be faithful to God. then God will reward us. It is not that easy to be faithful, but God says, if you work hard, I will reward you in the end. We should not take it to surprise that physical talent also more or less coordinates with the spiritual talent. Because we are body, mind, and soul. If we are slothful, if we are mentally lazy, if we are like that, it will. If we are slothful physically, it will affect us mentally. Therefore, we will not be able to mentally work out the graces for our soul, to be good, to be merciful, to be reaching out to others. So we should know that we need to physically also exert ourselves. Likewise, mentally also we have to be equipped by rationalizing and or reading and being equipped with proper mental state of life, by exercising our mental capacity in knowing our faith, reading about our faith, and also knowing about the truths of life. And thus we will be able to physically fit, mentally fit. We will be able to nourish the soul of our life by reaching out to the daily activities that God has entrusted to us. Therefore, we should know that our talents are not only meant to be physical but also spiritual. Likewise, our spiritual talents will be much affected by our physical and mental exercise or talent that is coordinated with our spiritual talent. So we should pray to God. We pray to God daily that we will be able to be physically strong and mentally healthy, that we will be able to reach out the talents that God has entrusted to us.